I'm SLT. This is my first YouTube video, so don't expect much. This one in particular is for my twin sister Shelly. She needs to know how to attach two pieces of clay together. So what we're going to do is score and slip. It's very easy. It's one of the first things that you should learn in ceramics because you're going to use it on almost everything. You're going to attach handles this way, decorations and so forth. In particular, Shelly was asking how I attached leaves to a round bowl that I had made. And what I did was simply throw a round vessel, and I cut shapes out in the shape of a leaf, and then you score and slip. It's very easy. You want kind of the basic outline of what you're going to add here. Alright. And then we're going to score. You can use this on leather hard clay or wet clay. You don't want to do it on bone dry. Bone dry clay, the minute you get it wet, you're going to start seeing these miraculous cracks just go all throughout your work, and you're going to get very upset. So just don't let it get too dry or this won't work. Just keep scoring, get marks all over. And you're going to do it to both pieces. Now, what is slip? Slip or slurry basically is what's left over when you're finished throwing. Finish this up real quick. This is the bowl that I was using when I threw my last pieces. And you've got this sludge or slip in the bottom. Sometimes I will set it in front of the window, let some of the water evaporate down. What you can also do, I was trimming some pieces earlier. Take these fine little trimmings, add them to your water. You just don't want to put wet clay added to the bowl. If you add little balls of wet clay at this point, it's going to become little rocks in the bottom, and that's what you don't want. We're just going to stir that and let it set up a little bit. You don't want it watery. That's why I'm going to pull from the bottom of this. Because I'm just starting with this, I wanted to show you how to do it. It's a little lumpier than I would want it, but it'll work for the purpose of what we're doing right now. I don't waste anything. I never throw away clay. It's too expensive. I use Windsor clay, by the way, which is a fairly expensive porcelain. And so I recycle everything. When I'm finished throwing, I will take the slurry that's in here and either put it in my recycle bucket or pour it into a lidded container to use later as slip for processes like this. Alright, take your other piece, place it on top. Let's leave this hanging up. We might put some wrinkles in our leaves. And then just press it down gently. At this point, I will either use a paintbrush or a wipeout tool to clean this up around the edges. The wipeout tool works good. Most of the time I like the paintbrush. You want to, by the way, use the same kind of slip as the clay that you threw the piece with or slabbed the piece with. Otherwise you're going to have changes in color. And unless you're putting a color on your piece, you're going to really have a problem. Take my sponge and I'll kind of soften the edges a bit. And there you have a leaf attached. When this dries a little bit, I will come back and put some details in the leaf or some texture around it, whatever I want to do, but basically that's it. I'm SLT saying keep throwing.